Hey everybody, welcome back to Brainiac Baseball's 1980 Detroit Tigers season replay. The season has been replayed. The Angels won in 7 games. They came back from being down 3-1, and they won the World Series. And so we find ourselves now at the point where we need to make some decisions for my Detroit Tigers. And so I want to try to do this as coherently as possible. There are some of you that have asked to see this video. Normally, I would just kind of blow through it. Whoa, what am I doing here? But I guess the best way to do this is to show you what I'm working with. And I don't want to spend a ton of time on this. I don't want to bore the majority of you. I know there's a lot of you that love this part of the game. I do, personally. It's my favorite part of the game, is trying to piece together a proper lineup for the next season and keeping it under payroll constraints. And so here's what we're looking at. Okay, so we have 5 players that are going to be free agents if I don't re-sign them, right? And then we have all of these players here that are arbitration eligible, and that will typically mean that their salary will go up considerably. So we can't keep everybody. So here's what I've already decided, and then we'll have to see how it really plays out. But I think Jim Bibby is definitely gone. At age 35, he's looking for a 2-year deal, approximately $780,000. That is almost doubling his salary. His WAR was good, but he just petered out, got injured for the last month of the season, so we don't want him. Omar Moreno had the worst WAR on the team. Now, he is valuable defensively, and he's left-handed, so those are benefits for sure. So I'm not going to say no at 4 years at age 27. But we'll think about it. Champ Summers is in the winter of our discontent. He will be gone. Bob Baylor is much like Omar Moreno, a 4th outfielder, but he played terrible in center field defensively. Right field is his natural position. He was forced there with our 2 early season injuries to our outfielders. So again, I'm not saying no, but he's a little bit long in the tooth at age 29 for what I'm trying to do with this team. And I guess JT, I was thinking about maybe letting him go, but he's not asking for that much of a raise, and he is only 26 years old. He did have the highest WAR on the team, and he had the highest on-base percentage. So I think that's basically where I'm falling with that. And this is where it gets tough. All these arbitration eligible players. If you go down here a little bit further, where my cursor is here, you'll see, Parrish, Whitaker, and Trammell, I'm keeping them, right? Backup shortstop, Mark Wagner, probably not going to keep him. I do like him, and if he's not asking for a lot, then maybe we keep him. Barry Bonnell, he is going to be the center fielder next year. Great defensively. He got injured, and that really hurt. He missed basically a little over half the season. Jack Morris, we're keeping. Aurelio Lopez is gone. He was our closer. He was terrible. He did lead the league in saves, but that's not too hard on this game. Now, Dave Rosemont's tough. I don't know what to do yet. I guess we have to see how the other arbitration-eligible players pan out. He would be our 4th starter, and if we were to get rid of him, we're looking at Bruce Robbins, who got the late season 4 starts in September, and Dan Petrie, who just completely sucked. So that's going to be tough. Tom Hume, I'm just going to cut him. He is actually injured for almost half of the season next year with a broken wrist. So we're just going to cut him. Bob Stanley, there's no way I'm paying him $250,000 for 3 years, even at that young age. And Shotzi, I think I will give him the money because he did start. He was great in the bullpen, long relief. He is a lefty that we can use. Okay, so that's where we're looking. So let's go ahead and we are going to play until the free agent period. So it's going to go through, I mean, obviously if you play Baseball Mogul, you already know this, but if you're someone who's just for the first time seeing something like this, I'll just be brief and say that this is going to play until the beginning of the free agent period. And it's going to require me to do my players first. Once I've completed my players, then it will go and show all the other players who are going to free agency. We can take a look at that and see where we're at. And then tomorrow I will actually do my free agent signings if I'm going to do any at all. Sometimes I don't. I really don't. That's kind of the tough thing for me is I kind of like to go with the homegrown players or players that I've traded for. But we'll see how it plays out. So the team right now is offering $255. This is arbitration, right? So we're offering for 1 year of arbitration for $255. He says $255. I always try to lowball. I mean, cut corners, save where I can. So we're just going to go $200,000, and then we'll see how that plays out. Oh, that son of a... Okay, well, he got a 1 year deal at his requested amount, and that's fine. I mean, that's good. Okay, so here is another arbitration for JT. And yeah, we're gonna. So who's making $325? We have a $500,000 with to play with our payroll budget. So we're gonna go $380, which is still a raise for the, maybe the best player on the team. Oh, and we win that deal 1 year for $380,000. Okay, so far so good. Okay, here's where it gets tricky. I really do want to lowball Sweet Lou because this defense was terrible, and he was a fine leadoff hitter, not prototypical leadoff hitter. So we're gonna go under 100,000 and see how this plays out. Oh, they're gonna give him the max. Okay, Bob Baylor. Okay, so we're gonna skip Bob Baylor for now, as it says here. We may come back to him, but it's more about where we are with our budget. Trammell, okay. Wow, Trammell has a huge hike. So the other thing I should mention as we lowball one of my favorite all-time players, if my boss is ever watching, I will not accept the lower offer. I'm just telling you right now. I do have to get rid of, I'm going to trade Richie Hebner and I'm going to trade Carlton Fisk. They get paid too much and they suck and they're older. So that's going to free up some payroll. So, just keep that in mind, I suppose, as we lowball Tram. And I forgot, did I win? Yeah, see, there we go. Trammell's a team guy. No, so with... Summers, we are going to release Champ Summers. Bye. And then we have, here's Omar Moreno. He had the worst WAR on the team. We're going to skip him for now. And, he's not asking very much, but still, we're going to skip Mark Wagner. Okay, this is great. This is the guy that I want to be our starting center fielder. Not... overall, not great. He's still technically injured right now as we look at his scouting. Oh, for only one more day. And then this will improve. So, we're not going to get worried about that. But although he did not do well for us now that I look at it, but he was doing great for Toronto, and he did hit some bombs, and he's good defensively. So we definitely want to keep him. And we are going to just dip him below 100,000. We're going to dip and see what he does here. Okay, see, there we go. So that was a big win for us. Okay, here's Jack Morris. We're going to go 690-ish. There we go. We're going to go 690. This is a big jump in pay. So this is like basically adding $650,000 to our payroll. But let's see what happens. Oh, man, he gets 1 year at that 785. Youch. Okay, Dave Rosemont, we're going to skip for now. Man, he's asking $500,000. He is really young, and he like almost all the players, he was good until September, and then he sort of fell apart. Senior Smoke, you are gone. Boom. Yes, I'm certain of it. Okay, here's Shotzi, again, arbitration eligible. We like him. That's a lot of money for a left-handed reliever. He did pitch over 100 innings. He made 4 or 5 starts. I'm going to go down to 350 and see what happens here. Okay, so we got him for 350, which is good. I'm fine with that. Okay, we're going to skip Bob Stanley. I don't want him. In fact, I might just release him. We're going to skip him for now. Okay, so here we are going to free agent people. And if you are not familiar, again, with this, you see there's a rumor down here. It tells you what's up. And over here, it's telling you how many years, what he's asking for. This is what he's asking for, and I can adjust that. I can give him team options, player options. We can do a no trade, all that kind of stuff. But he's gone. I like Jim Bibby. He was actually really good for us until he almost died on the mound. So we are going to release him into the free agent market. Yes, I am certain. Tom Hume, he's going to be injured for 223 days. So we have a month and a half. So let's say 60 days. So he might be ready right in time for the season to start. But he's not really that great. I don't have Senior Smoke though, so he could be our closer. He was the closer for. Oh, this is arbitration eligible too. Okay. We're going to skip him for now. Sorry. Okay, now we're back to Bob Baylor. Okay. Bob Baylor. We are going to. We kept Bunnell. He really can't play center field, and right field is going to be the great Gary Hancock for sure. So I'm going to say no. We're gonna release him at age 29. Maybe we'll re-sign him for cheaper. We'll see. We don't have a lot of outfield depth. Now, I think this is what I'm going to do. I think I'm going to go with Omar Moreno because he can play all outfield positions well, and he's left-handed. He did start off really good with us when we first picked him up, and then he just dipped. His OPS is 660. It's not great. But he would be a great fourth outfielder and a good fill-in. I just don't want to pay him. We're going to do a cool 200,000. Submit, and there we go. So we get him for 200,000. Mark Wagner, Wags. I have no problem keeping him, really. Okay, we're going to say 50,000. He didn't even get 100 at bats. Oh, that sucks. Come on. I'm going to cut him right after this. Okay, then we have, here's a tough one. Where are we with our payroll right now? Well, we have to, we're going to try to keep him. If it's too much, we'll just sign and trade or something. But we're going to go 385. Oh, okay. Well, we got him for $385. Bob Stanley, man, you were terrible. I mean, he's got great numbers too, like good ratings, but he's just been bad. Maybe next year he'll be good. He hasn't even hit his age 27 yet, which is, like typically the peak for a ball player. All right, we're gonna go 225. Oh, you son of a bitch. Okay, well, we're gonna take that, and we're gonna release Tom Hume. It's not a lot, but I don't know. I don't like his glasses. Oh, wait. To release Tom Hume, you must buy out his contract at a cost of $90,000. Oh. Well, I may as well pay him $90,000, right? Yeah. Okay, well, let's just submit an offer. Let's see what happens. What? That's garbage. That's hot garbage. All right. Is that everything? That's it. Oh, interesting. It says my payroll is $1.1 million over budget. And this is all that is available on the free agent market. Not a lot here to go with. I mean, Robin Yount at short. I got Trammell. We got Daryl Porter at catcher. He led off on the Royals. Manny Trio, is my Bob Baylor. There's Champ. Cliff Johnson. Got some pop for a catcher. We got Pops, who is in his 40s. There's really not a lot of free agents here. I'm glad I didn't cut that many. Yeah, I mean, Senior Smoke is the only relief pitcher. We got Fergie out there available. And former Cy Young Award winner, Randy Jones. And John Matlack, who was 9-0, right? He killed us in the last series. And Jim Bibby, who's now asking for less. So, not a lot to go with here. And Randy Jones is a restricted free agent, which means the team that signs him will get a compensatory pick. As you can see down here, this may or may not interest you. I'm not sure how far along I am in this video. But right now it's saying Randy Jones is negotiating a 5-year contract with the Blue Jays. Fergie's also considering the Blue Jays. Matlack is considering the Blue Jays. Bibby is. Paul Splittorff is. Okay, so the Blue Jays have some cash. Oh, well, yeah, they're... Okay, so Daryl Porter's thinking about the Yankees. Yankees don't have a catcher, so that makes sense. Trio with the A's. Bob Baylor with the Yankees. Dodgers, A's, Red Sox. Willie Stargell to the White Sox. That would be interesting. Ted Sizemore to the White Sox. And then we got some schlubs that nobody wants right here. Just schlubbing it up. Okay, so that pretty much does it for that. So we're going to take a look at the transactions. We're going to see all the other interesting stuff, including who retired. But let's just take one quick look at the Tigers and what we're working at here. We did still keep Tony Armas, who sucked, and Mark Wagner. So, I mean, it doesn't really look all that different than what we had before. We're just minus a couple of people. And where's Bunnell? There he is. They have him in AAA, but we'll adjust this at another time. Dave Stegman was arbitration eligible too. I don't know what's going on with that. All right, anyway, take a look at the pitching. Yeah, so we got Morris, Russell, who we've got for 6 years. Oh, that's going to be hard to get rid of. At a lot of money, too. We got Milt. And so Dan Petrie would be our 6th pitcher, perhaps. And we got these guys down here. And Capizzello is healthy. So we'll get him back in there. And I'll do all that adjusting at another time. It arbitrarily moved Pat Underwood into the closer role. But I do not like lefties closing. Let's go ahead and take a look at the transactions. Oh, there's all kinds of stuff to look at here. Oh, this will be fun. If you've held on this long, just buckle up. So what happened here? So Amos Otis got his 300th career steal. And, this is, the beginning of September. Okay. I got you. Thanks for hanging in there. Okay. So here we go. The ALCS MVP. You son of a bitch. Frank Tanana. And J.R. Richard. And then we have some people who retired. We have Dyer Miller. We got Paul Blair, Larry Cox. We have Rick Miller is injured. Okay. This is into October. So I'm not going to just read these to you. You can. So here we go. Playoff World Series MVP. You son of a bitch, Frank Tanana. And then all these players got World Series rings on the Angels. You son of a bitch. Let's see. And then, so here we are. We go to the, we'll just flip through this. As you can see here, it goes alphabetically. And you can see who signed what. So a lot of extensions, and that's why there weren't so many free agents. And since 1980 was the first year of this simulation, all the money is kind of set. I mean, there really isn't a lot of negotiating for free agents because people just re-sign their own players. But sooner or later here, maybe in the next season or so, there'll be more free agents available. So, I don't know. Nothing else. I mean, again, you can just, as I casually scroll through here, you can see the Cubbies. The last place Cubbies should have just let everybody go. I mean, they were terrible. John Walkenfuss, they gave him a year deal. We traded Walkenfuss over there to get Rick Russell. And there's the Sox. And the Reds only had 3 that they had to contend with. The Indians had a few. And the Astros, making it to the World Series and losing, had just a few. Kansas City, they let 2 players go with Young. They must not have a lot of money to work with. And the Dodgers, University of Michigan player Bob Welch, and they gave Pete Rose a contract there. Milwaukee, Minnesota, Bumbo got a 1-year deal. And Montreal, we got the Metropolitans and the Yankees. We have the A's. I mean, yeah, these are all like just contract, re-signing with their old team. Ozzie Smith came back with a 1-year deal. And there's the Gigantes, the Mariners, the Cardinals. Okay, if I've lost some of you, my bad. This is not that exciting. Oh, okay. Then we go into arbitration. Lost, won. Okay, so, I mean, we get the picture. There's my Detroit Tigers. I guess I probably signed more than I don't know. Maybe I overdid it. But, I love my Tigers. So, okay, so here we go. The American League MVP went to Danny Goodwin of the Twinkies. Just out of curiosity, what did he do? So he was essentially his first full year. And he had 23 home runs, 122 RBIs, batted .313. That's MVP worthy. And the National League was Claudel Washington, who we know led the league in home runs. His first year with the Mets, and I think he was actually a Met. I don't think he got traded over there. Nope. So Oh, you son of a bitch. Frank Tanana got the AL Cy Young. Man, he just cleaned house. And Steve Rogers got the Cy Young Award with his 23 wins in the National League. And here's the Gold Glove winners. For pitcher, it was Boston rookie Danny Parks. No surprise, Jim Sundberg won the catcher. JT got the first base. Yay, one Tiger in there. Willie Randolph at second base for the Yankees. Steve Ontiveros of the Twinkies at third. Shortstop, Greg Pryor of the White Sox. Outfield was Oscar Gamble, Gorman Thomas of the Brewers, and also Sixto Lizcano of the Brew Crew. National League, Rick Wise, which he won a ton of them in his career. He was basically held that down until Greg Maddux came around. So there's Rick Wise. We got Alan Ashby of the Astros at catcher. Pete Rose at first base. What? Jerry Remy, who was on Atlanta after a trade. Larry Parrish, third base. Ozzie Smith there. That's a gimme, right? Lee Mazzilli for the Mets. Ron LaFleur for Montreal, and Ellis Valentine. Great defensive outfielder, Ellis Valentine. Rookie of the Year goes, and deservedly so, to Roger Slagle of the Yankees. He basically took over that role. And of the National League, it went to Hector Eduardo, who never played Major League Baseball in real life. He was a star in the Mexican League. And he got 35 starts, had a 2.60 ERA, 17-7. He walked a lot, and he struck out the same amount. And then here's a couple of people that retired. Skok, Strom, Grant Jackson, who passed away this year. Or was it? Yeah, I guess it was earlier this year. Darrell Knowles, Bob Jones. Okay, so that's basically it, folks. We're going to come back tomorrow, and what we're going to do is we're going to go, gosh, I don't know how I'm going to do it, maybe 1 week at a time through free agency. And in free agency, not only are there signings, but there's typically a ton of trades, by the computer AI. So that will be the interesting thing, because what it's going to mean is that how many baseball cards is Jeremy DeYoung going to have to create with players on their correct team? That is the question. So at any rate, I appreciate everyone. If you stuck around all the way to the end, thank you so much. Tomorrow will be the last episode for the 1980 season. And then we're going to take a little hiatus, and then we'll be back for the 1981 season, right around the time that the real baseball season starts. Okay? So that's it. We'll be back tomorrow. Thanks, everyone. Have yourself a great night.